Greetings friends and welcome to NecroMageTV Retro. This is Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country, for those who don't know, holds a very special place in my heart. Donkey Kong Country is the first video game that, when I was a little kid, I beat from the first level to the final boss all by myself. And that is homicide. Donkey Kong Country's dead. Donkey Kong is dead. It's terrible. So yeah, when I was but a wee, sproggily, tiny baby of a child, I beat this game, and then now that I'm older and I have more of an appreciation for video games, I have learned that, dang, the general opinion of this game is that it is hard AF. And my bananas are stolen. It's terrible. So, coming from a history wherein I've beaten this game as a chillin', I'm doing this playthrough in part because, you know, it's the first game I ever beat. I felt it was appropriate to be the place that I start. But also, I want to show off how good at video games I am. Oh, I'm terrible at video games. I was going to bounce that off that guy and go through the whole level. Oh. Almost. So, when I was a kid, basically, this Donkey Kong Country and the games, or at least the second one, are designed in that way that, like, the way Mario is designed, or the way Sonic is designed, where you can, like, blitz through the entire level if you're good enough in just sort of this stream of consciousness, bouncing from enemy to enemy, collecting things as you go, and just do the levels really, really quickly. I was never that type of a gamer. I was the patient, explore the level type of gamer, and this series definitely rewards that type of, that pattern of play as well. Because this first level, and the first world in particular, is just lousy with secrets. Like, almost every inch of the ground is just full of banana bunches. Like a ridiculous amount of banana bunches. Oh, I screwed up on getting the stupid animal thing I don't need. Oh. Seriously, lousy with secrets. As soon as I found out that I could get one banana from doing that move on things, I got really good at actually using it in, you know, in practice, in combat, as it were. Because I was obsessed with, you know, always having more lives, more bananas to get more lives. You know. And that pattern of unchecked, irrational greed has continued into my adult life. Oh no, I didn't hit him. Just lousy with bananas. pretty sure there's one here. Yep. As a kid, I would play almost exclusively as Diddy Kong. And I didn't really pick up on it as a kid, that Diddy has like a higher jump and is faster, and all the good things about Diddy Kong. The only difference between the two that I really picked up on was that Donkey Kong holds barrels above his head and Diddy Kong uses them as a shield. And using barrels as a shield is a pretty good strategy in my opinion. But the reason that I played as Diddy Kong all the time when I basically thought he was just an extra hit. And when you complete a level in this game, the Kremling face of like an unbeaten level switches over to either Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong, and it switches based on who is actually... I should have jumped over there to get that... yeah, that rope's gone now. Get that secret, whatever it was. And because this is Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong is the star, I wanted to beat the game getting every face to be Donkey Kong's face. So I would play as Diddy so that if I did take a hit, then I would be left with Donkey Kong. Whew. We're gonna nip that tradition in the bud. Yeah, because see, and I would have every level be Donkey Kong. And I was so dedicated to this that in certain levels, underwater levels come to mind, but certain levels where I couldn't switch for whatever reason, I would actually try to, if I got to the end and I didn't have Donkey Kong in front, I would take a hit, or if I had just Diddy, I would actually like try to find an enemy and execute myself on him and do the level again. And there was one point in an underwater level where, you know, there were no enemies left for me to do that on, and I had Diddy in front, and I was just so frustrated because he shouldn't be getting the level clear. He's not the hero, he's not the star of the video game. And I did the same thing in Donkey Kong Country 2, which was, Diddy was the star of that game. So I would play as Dixie all the time because Dixie is the best in video games. She's the best, and I knew it, but I would still beat all the levels with Diddy Kong because he's the star. He's on the box. He should be the one who, you know, beats the level. Oh god. And then in Donkey Kong Country 3, I would always beat the level using Kiddy Kong, because when he raised a flag, there was flags instead of faces. If it had been faces, there would be no question that I would not pick Kiddy Kong. He is a nightmare creation. But Kiddy Kong's flags were blue, which was my favorite color as a kid, and Dixie's were pink, which, that's a girl color when I was a kid. So, of course, I had to beat all the levels with Kiddy Kong, because I was a little sexist! I was a little burgeoning sexist! And thankfully I grew out of it, and now I hate all genders equally. If I remember right, I think there's actually hidden bananas, like, in the middle of that place where that zinger is buzzing. If you, like, land there with the tires in the right way. Get out of here. Oh no, I threw it the wrong way. I wanted to throw it at them and then into that wall. I'm out of barrels. That sucks. Game's just lousy with secrets. It's fantastic. There it is. And that was the first screen of the first world of Donkey Kong Country. I thank you for joining me here on NecroMageTV Retro. I hope to see you in future videos as I beat this game to completion, just as I did when I was but a wee sprog, as my Celtic grandfather that I do not have used to call me. See you then.